What's up, everyone? Joseph here. In this video, we're going to take a look at the grammar that is on page 45 of the book, the simple past. This is on unit 7. Um, we have seen this topic before on the intro book, but we're going to take a look at it once again, and we're going to make a little review about every structure of the simple past. Remember, this is the simple past, but not with be. This is the simple past with all the other verbs. Simple past is used to talk about actions that happen in the past. So anything related to the past, we can use the simple past to describe it. Well, the structure for affirmative statements. The structure is subject, the simple past form of the verb, and the complement. So the subject, the simple past form of the verb, remember, we change the verb on affirmative statements. If the statement is affirmative, the verb must change. Now this only happens with with the affirmative sentences, excuse me. I clean the house. I clean the house. A sentence in simple present would be I clean the house. But this is a simple past. The verb is changed. We add ed to the sentence. We add ed to the verb. I clean I cleaned the house. I clean plus ed, the verb modified, plus the house. Rona listened to the class. Rona listen, the verb listen plus ed to the class. Now, as you might remember, we have regular and irregular verbs in the simple past. With irregular verbs, the rules do not apply. The rules to adding ed do not apply. So you have to learn the right way to write the past form of the irregular verbs. For example, you wrote the letter. You wrote the letter. This is the irregular verb, write. You wrote the letter. You wrote the letter. The subject. Oh, I didn't. Excuse me. I didn't. Well, the structure is the same, but I'm gonna write it here anyway, just in case. Subject, simple past form of the verb plus complement. This is the simple past form of the verb write, and this is the past form of the irregular verb buy. Wrote, you wrote the letter. Isabel bought a car. Isabel plus the verb, the simple past form of the verb buy is bought a car. Um, so as you might remember in the other book, we explained this. That there are regular and irregular verbs. Down here, I have some rules for spelling regular simple past verbs. You can check them out in this video here. You can copy this on the browser, copy, and then you go and paste it here, and you can check the other video here. And I also want you to check this video explaining the pronunciation of verbs in their past form. I explain how to pronounce the different forms of the verbs ending in ed. So let's continue. The structure for negative statements. The structure for negative statements, we begin with the subject plus the auxiliary did. We use the auxiliary did plus, let me write it like this, plus not, subject plus did plus not plus the base form of the verb plus the complement. Notice that here we are using the base form of the verb, the normal form of the verb. We don't modify the verb, even if it's irregular. Neither regular or irregular are modified. I didn't clean the house. I did, this auxiliary, nt representing not, clean the normal form of the verb plus the house, the complement. Ronald did plus nt, not, listen, the verb, the normal verb, to the class. Again, that's Ronald, auxiliary did, nt representing not, listen to the class, the complement. Remember that didn't is the same as did not. Didn't is the contraction of did not. Also remember, did is the past of do. In this case, it's used as an auxiliary, but it can be used as a main verb as well. For example, they didn't do the homework. It's the same as in the simple present. You can say they do not do the homework. They do as an auxiliary, not do, in this case, is the main verb, the homework. This is the simple past. Now we're going to continue with the simple past yes and no questions. How do we create them? The structure, the auxiliary did, plus the subject, plus the verb in its base form, again, in its base form, its normal form, plus the complement. Did they buy anything on the supermarket? The auxiliary did, the subject, and the verb, the base form, plus the complement. Did you do anything interesting this weekend? Again, the auxiliary, the subject, the verb, the normal form, anything interesting this weekend, the complement. And this is the structure of the short answers. The positive, yes, subject did. No, subject did not. No, subject did not. An example. Did Carol see the movie? Yes, she did. Yes, the subject and did. No, she didn't. No, the subject and did not. Now the structure with WH questions. WH word plus the auxiliary did plus the subject plus the main verb plus the complement. Where did you go last night? WH word, the auxiliary did, the subject you, the verb go. Last night, the complement. When did she learn how to drive? The WH word, the auxiliary did, she, the subject, learned, the verb, how to drive, the complement. How did they come here? The WH word, did, they, the subject, come, the verb, and the complement. This is the end of the video. I repeat, I want you to review these rules here. Check these videos. Check the video explaining the spelling of the verb in the past form. In that video, I explained this part. And this is another video explaining the pronunciation of verbs in their past form. So I'll see you on the next one.